Bonjour.
I was not ready. I was like mentally preparing myself to start the video.
Does it sound a little bit stupid, actually?
And now that's running towards me as well. Anyway, welcome from Lyon. In this video, we're going to talk about our first impressions and we're going to share our adventures in Lyon. So we spent 2 days in Lyon for the first time. What was your first impression? Like on day one, because day one we went to like the middle part, like the aisle or the part of Lyon between the Saône and the
Like
Rhône.
really like the center of the city?
Because there's like the two big rivers going through the city.
It was actually immediately what I really loved. So it had a totally different. It was a really big city, a French city, but it had totally different vibe than Paris for me. It also had like all those amazing like big French buildings, like all those apartment buildings that are so beautiful. But also then indeed like the center is like caught in between like two rivers, which is also really nice as well.
It had that allure, that part of the city had the allure of Paris, like it had the really beautiful architecture and the squares and the fountains. I also noticed that the chimneys were different, by the way. They had like more of the stone, high stone chimneys, when in Paris they have the other types. They have stone as well, but yeah, I don't know, it looked a little bit different.
Yeah. I would have also realized that there's so much to eat, so much food, so many restaurants like everywhere.
Lyon is for me is so much a foodie heaven, foodie city, right?
Yeah.
I think even more maybe than Paris.
Yeah, maybe.
Of
Paris
course.
is more like the big international hub.
Yeah.
Lyon is like, I think they also have a lot of local culture and
Local dishes as well. Like,
local dishes, local special restaurants that only serve local dishes.
which is called Le Bouchon Lyonnais, which is a traditional restaurant where you can get the traditional local food, and you see those bouchons everywhere in the town. And that is something that sets Lyon apart from Paris for me, because you don't have that in Paris, at least not that I know of. We love the food there. You have to check out the food video as well. I also had a little mishap there with because not all the food was my cup of tea. I had like a tripe sausage. I couldn't finish that. But yeah, you'll have to check the food video where we share all the amazing food that we had in Lyon.
We had amazing food.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also pastries. They also have like special types of pastries,
yes.
like signature things.
Yeah,
which
but
is
we're not going to share because you'll have to, otherwise
You
we're
have to go to
spoiling
the
that video. But yeah, what I also liked about this part of the city was it feels a little bit more like the newer part of the city, although it's still classic
kind of.
and
like classic modern, like I don't know, 1900. Also a lot of those buildings as well. I would say. Yeah.
But and there you have like all the big shops, all the chains. Like if you want to do some shopping, definitely go to this part of town.
Yeah.
We had a little funny thing happen. Like we had like really nice soap that we saw in our Airbnb.
You got a hand?
Yes, because I wanted to find that soap, and then the soap had its own shop. It's called AO Soap, and there I will and we went in there, and there was this guy like, "Oh, let me put it on your hand, the soap," and then he washed my hand with it, and then there were those little sinks in the store that he rinsed my hand, and then I got some lotion on it, and it was like super posh. We are not that posh people, and so it felt like, I don't know, it felt like huge. Like we were like, I don't know, treated like royalty or something.
But I would have loved to buy that soap because it smells so amazing.
Really, but it was 42 euros for a bottle of soap, and even though it's a big bottle, that is still not within our budget reach, right? It's not like...
But we only knew about it and about the shop, even about the brand to begin with, because we had that soap in our B&B in Dijon. So. Yeah.
Even though we spent a lot of money buying other things in Dijon, like other souvenirs, like I bought like a Le Petit Prince.
In Lyon, you mean?
Christmas ornament in Lyon. Did I say Dijon?
Yes,
sorry, Lyon. I meant Lyon. We bought a Le Petit Prince Christmas ornament because Le Petit Prince, the writer Saint-Exupéry, he comes from Lyon.
We didn't know.
So yeah,
We only learned on our second day, like when we talked to like a shop owner when we bought the magnets. It was like, why is there so much Petit Prince stuff?
Yeah.
And then he told us.
Yeah, and we bought a lot of jam. So we did spend like money in Lyon, but not 42 euros on just a bottle of soap. But we mostly spend it on food. It's like it's a little bit hypocritical.
I don't know. We love food.
We love food. We love soap as well, by the way.
But you cannot eat it.
No,
at least you should.
Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, blaming the soap for being too expensive and then buying 30 euros worth of jam.
But then it was not only one jar, but it was 4. So it's 4 jars.
Amazing jam shop. We found it. We discovered it in Paris, and we were so lucky that we got to visit it in Lyon because they don't have shops all over the country. Yeah. La Chambre de Confiture.
Yeah. If you would love to try it, but you cannot go to Paris, then you can also go to their website. They have an English website and an online shop as well. So they also deliver internationally, I think.
Lachambre.fr. And so much.
We also follow them on Instagram.
yeah, we are huge fans. So
oh, it's so good.
So no soap, but jams.
Yeah.
But then the second day we went to Lyon, for me was even better. Because we went to the older
it was
part.
really different.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
That's what I said quite at the beginning already. It felt like we went to a different city, actually. Because we went to the old part, which is like on the left side of the Saône River. And like next to like a high hill, actually. So... And it's totally different because the streets are very narrow and crooked and with cobblestone and like those old buildings and...
It felt like going, like the other part that we talked about first felt like the big city. And then this part felt like a village within the big city. Yeah. That's what I loved because it was so...
It was more also calmer as well.
Cozy.
And there were no cars mainly, so there was also a little quieter and more like, it's nice. Just nice to walk around.
Yeah. And it had beautiful churches as well. And
oh my god, I love
definitely go up the hill.
The Notre Dame on the hill is stunning. I think it's one of the most beautiful churches I've ever seen.
One of the, for sure. And the outside looks very, like, almost modern version of a church because it's very squarish. And then inside, I could tell it's like a more recent built church.
Yeah. So it's not like 500 years old or whatever. So, but yeah, it's still old, but yeah.
Oh, the inside, so
stunning.
much details. It was beautiful. We needed a lot of time to just see it all and soak it all in. There is a little funiculaire, which is like a little elevator subway kind of system that will take you there.
Know. We just walked there and I was like, oh,
which is perfect.
It's here because we thought, we would have to walk up the hill all the way, and we were like, oh no, we don't want to.
No.
Then we saw it was like at the metro station. It was also funicular station. So.
And we're not lazy tourists, but we walk around a lot in the city already. So this was really like awesome that it was there for us. And then of course at the back of the church on the hill, there's this beautiful
view of the city.
Yeah. You could see so far.
Yeah, like the whole area, like the whole valley and like the hills beyond, and I don't know.
It's really beautiful.
Amazing. You could see also all like the big sites we saw on the first day from there as well.
Yeah.
So
you could really see that the city was split in like because of the two rivers. That it was beautiful to see from the top.
Yeah.
And what I also loved, this part had it, even though it was a tour, there was a touristy side to it as well. But in the beginning, where we were at this church of St. George's, there was this really awesome cafe that served amazing lemonade.
Yeah. Is it actually a cafe or is it just a lemonade shop? Yeah, they also
No,
have
this was a cafe or bistro.
But they really
whatever.
specialize in lemonade.
Yeah, and they had lavender lemonade.
It's also called
adored.
lemonade.
Limonette de Marinette. Yeah, something like that. I'll put a link in.
Yeah.
And it is in the food video. But we were so inspired because of the lavender and the licorice lemonade. We went twice that day. We went in the beginning of the day and the end of the day.
Yeah.
We just wanted to taste it all. We actually then went to a supermarket to get the syrup to make the licorice lemonade.
Yeah, the same
back
they had in
home.
the shop because I think she had to show us like which one they
Yeah,
used. And
the exact brand.
oh
and
yeah,
whatever.
we bought the exact same.
So we went to the supermarket and we bought 4 jars.
4.
So no expensive soap, but jam and syrup. You see where we're going with the whole being like, I don't know, not spending that much money, but we spend it on other things. But yeah, it's funny. I really love the local feel of this part of town.
Yeah.
And the churches and the streets, the cobblestones, a lot of restaurants, a lot of those bouchon restaurants as well.
A lot, but also a lot of nice shops. Also other like shops, bakeries, everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, it felt really like, as I said before, it was like we were 2 days to Lyon, but it felt like we were 2 different places actually.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And we were really lucky with the weather, so that was also nice, like sun, blue sky, beautiful view from the river on the old part. It's also actually a great tip to just like walk on one of the many bridges across the river, just to the center side and have that gorgeous view of the whole old part, and then with the Notre Dame like almost like throning on top of the hill.
Yeah.
So it's
Beautiful.
pretty gorgeous.
One thing, if you go by car, there are a lot of parking garages. So
There's a
no
lot,
problem.
right? There
But
was never an issue.
driving, we
Yeah.
wanted to drive from the old town to the Les Halles, the food court. It took us like, I don't know,
Half an hour?
half an hour because
At least.
like there was so many traffic congestions. It was also a little bit more.
A lot of construction, a lot of traffic.
Construction, so it took a long time. It did show us the third part of the city, which was on the other side of the Rhône, the Rhône
in
River.
Spain, honestly.
So that was more of like a local part. It looked the area looked very beautiful. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
And the food court was really great. All of these
I couldn't go
square
inside.
stalls. No, he couldn't because of Nala. But I took home quite a few nice things that we ate at night. But those are all in the food video again.
I'm actually now a little bit mad at you because I'm actually also very grateful because he bought some local cheese for me, which is amazing, and I think it was my favorite thing I got there yesterday, but he doesn't remember what it's called, so I can.
Oh, I took a picture of it.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, sorry.
You didn't tell me.
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
I also wrote my little diary like of the travels I always do for yesterday, and then I wrote, oh, it's such a nice cheese, but we don't know what it's called.
Oh no, we do know.
So I can actually change that.
The little one in the black. The little
black paper?
Yeah. Oh no, I have a name. Of course, I was really.
Oh, tell me.
I'm very clever.
Maybe then I can buy it somewhere.
Yeah, I will. I don't remember. I will look it up.
It was really
I'll
nice.
have to look it up, yes.
It's almost like it looked like a camembert, but it felt like and looked like a cream cheese on the inside. So it was really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Thank you.
But yeah, so that was nice. And then I had a little
It was like an epiphany in
like
the video.
culture shock thingy with my supermarket because I was buying the syrup. I had to.
Culture shock.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to work the self checkout.
Oh, okay.
It was totally different because I went there and I apparently had to take everything out of my basket, put it on like a metal thing, then pay, and then put it in my bag.
Oh, I didn't have that when I went to the supermarket in Dijon.
The self-checkout?
There was also a Monoprix.
Okay.
I also did a self-checkout and I just needed to scan it. I didn't have a basket.
I needed help because I did it completely wrong. I took it out of the basket, put the basket on the thing, and it was. But yeah, that's
strange. Maybe
was
it's different ways of doing it.
I don't know.
In different places.
I don't know. But yeah, we love
Strange.
Lyon. It is such a city with so many different angles,
Yeah, it's
faces,
It's beautiful.
vibes. Yeah. And I think we still.
Oh, there's still so much.
So much like we saw the highlights, but if you really want to dive into the nitty gritty of the city and the vibes and the areas, there's so much more to explore.
I also had written down like a trendy food court, but it was also like on the right side, so at the other side of the Rhône part, but then all the way in the south, and there was nothing else that we wanted to see in that area. So we also didn't go there because it was like really far off the beaten path.
I think we'll be back when we go to the south of France one day or something in a few years, and then we'll
There's
take
a lot
this,
more.
because Lyon, you'll love it. Please tell me in the comment section, because I'm curious, what is your favorite part of Lyon if you visit it? What was your favorite food? Let us know. And otherwise, check out our membership part of the channel, because there for only a small amount you can see more personal videos like this.
Behind the scenes.
Like behind the scenes. We showed a lot of those quirky things, the adventures on the road, unedited stuff that we like as well. So check that out, subscribe to that, and subscribe to our channel, and become a member, and blah, blah, blah. And like this
blah,
video,
blah, blah.
and blah, blah, blah. See you very soon from another city.
Yeah.
Right?
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Nala was peeping at the door. Nala, you can come inside. She's like, well, she wasn't like,
You can open the door. I just taught her.
the door is
to
open.
Do it.
Anyway. Kom dan binnen, meisje. Kom dan gewoon binnen.